Alright, so if the latest PS4 software update messed up your PS4 and you end up in a safe mode loop and your screen looks like this where it says cannot start the PS4, or if you end up on the safe mode screen where it tells you to plug in a USB that has a PS4 update, I'm going to show you guys how to fix this problem. And this video is going to work for any software update version. For example, look right here where it says that you have to install version 5.50 or later. So you can install the latest version and get your PS4 up to the latest version, and that's going to fix your problem. So if you already tried my instructions of following this video up here to install the update over the internet and it didn't work, then I'm going to show you how you can use a USB drive to download the update to this USB drive on your computer here. And then we're going to take the USB drive that has the PS4 update and hook it up to our PS4, and then boot up our PS4 into safe mode, and then we're going to be able to install the update that way. Note, however, that not all USB flash drives will fit on the PS4. Notice it's very narrow. So for example, you have a flash drive like this and you try to plug it in, it's just going to get stuck there. So if you guys look around the house and don't have a flash drive or one that fits on your PS4, I will leave a link down in the description to a flash drive that will work with your PS4. So look for it down there. Alright, now let's take our USB drive and hop on our computer to prepare the USB drive with the update so that we can fix our PS4. Okay, now that we're on our computer, we're going to go ahead and want to prepare our USB drive for the PS4 update. And pay close attention because this is where a lot of people run into problems. So what you want to do is go to Windows Explorer and go to the drive letter of your USB drive. And then we're going to check what file system it has. So if you right click and hit Properties, so if you look under the General tab under File System, if it says FAT32, then that is the correct file format needed for the PS4 update file. So if your drive says FAT32 here, you can go ahead and move on to the next step. However, if you right click on your USB drive, hit Properties, and under File System it says NTFS, we're going to have to reformat our USB drive so that it works with the PS4 update. Otherwise, you're going to run into problems. It's just not going to work. So I'm going to show you how to format this USB drive really quickly. Okay, before I show you how to format your USB drive, keep in mind that formatting will erase all data on your USB drive. So I recommend that you just double click on the drive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select all the files on my USB drive, and I'm just going to drag them to my backup drive, which is the My Book right here. So this is my backup drive, and it's just going to copy the files over. And as we see, the files are now here, and we can go ahead with the formatting now. Okay, now that we backed up our files from the USB drive, I'm going to show you how to format it. Again, it's going to delete all the contents of the USB drive, so make sure you back up your files first. So go ahead and right click on the drive and select Format. And then under File System, you're going to want to select FAT32. And under Format Options, I do recommend that you check the box for Quick Format. It'll just go way faster. Now, if you don't mind waiting a while, you can uncheck it and it'll actually scan the drive for errors. So if you think there might be something wrong with the drive, you're not sure, and you don't mind waiting, you can uncheck that. But otherwise, go ahead and click Start and then click OK. And as you can see here, the format is complete. Now if we hit close and we right click on our drive and hit Properties, we will now see that under File System it says FAT32. Now this is really important because if your USB drive isn't formatted as FAT32, your PS4 won't be able to read the PS4 update file off of it. Okay, great. Now that we have our USB drive prepared, we're going to go ahead and download the PS4 update file. Alright, and now that we prepared our USB drive for the system software update, I want you to go down in the description of this video and click on the web link for this web page. I want you to go to this web page specifically because there's some other pages that are a bit more confusing, but this one explains what you need to do pretty well. Okay, so once you're at the PS4 system software update web page, you're going to want to scroll down, and I want you to pay attention to two things. So I want you to pay attention right here where it says PS4 System Software Update File. And you're going to see that the size of this file is 460 megabytes. Now this is the update file you want to download. If you scroll further down, you're going to see something called Complete System Software File. You don't want this one. This is the one that's gonna wipe your entire PS4 hard drive, and you're gonna have to re-download and install everything. It's gonna erase all your saved clips, your saved games, and so on. And you're gonna see this one is a much bigger file at 1.1 gigabytes. So again, you want the smaller update file and not the full system software file. So let's go ahead and scroll back up to the update file that we want. And I do recommend that you use at least a 2 gigabyte USB flash drive, because you may have some other files on the flash drive that you need, and you need 460 megabytes of space. So for my case, I have a 4 gigabyte flash drive, and that was more than enough space. Okay, now in the system software update file section, I'm going to want you to go down to downloading instructions. And before we download the file, which you would have to click right here, agree to terms and download update, don't do that just yet, because we have to finish preparing our USB flash drive by creating these two folders, PS4 and update, and it has to be in capital letters. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we're going to want to go ahead and go to our USB drive that we prepared earlier. And then we're going to create a folder in the root of the drive with a capital PS4. And again, it needs to be capital letters and then the number 4 at the end. And then you're going to want to go ahead and double click inside of that and then create a new folder called update. And again, it must be capital. And as you can see right here, you just have the USB drive letter followed by PS4 followed by update. Okay, now that we have our USB drive fully prepared for the update, we're going to want to go ahead and click right here where it says agree to terms and download update. So go ahead and click on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and click save. And I want you to pay attention to something really important here. Notice that it says it's downloading a file called PS4 update (1.pup). Now, if you're trying this out and you're getting this error SU41350-3, it means that it can't find the update file. Basically, you took the file that you just downloaded and copied it to your flash drive. However, the file must be named PS4 update.pup. It can't have any numbers or anything before or after it. So I'm going to show you guys if you run into this case, because I know I've had that problem where you try downloading multiple times and you keep clicking on this link. It's going to create multiple files with this number in it. But since this happened to me, it's kind of good because I can show you guys how to correct this problem so you don't run into this SU41350-3 error. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for the download to finish. Alright, now that our PS4 update file has finished downloading, we're going to go ahead and click on open folder, which is going to take us to the folder where this file was downloaded to. Okay, and as we can see here is the file that was downloaded. We're going to want to go ahead and copy it to our USB drive. So I'm going to go ahead and just right click on it, hit copy. Then we're going to go to our USB drive, which is the K drive for me. And then we're going to want to go and double click on PS4 folder, double click on update, and then right click and hit paste. Okay, now pay really close attention because this is where a lot of people have problems. This file needs to be named PS4 update.pup, all in capitals without anything else in the name. So as you can see here, because I downloaded this file multiple times, it has this parentheses and then a number. In my case, it's the number 1. You're gonna have to go ahead and delete that. So if your file does have parentheses and some number, go ahead and right click and hit rename. And then you're gonna wanna go ahead and remove anything extra, such as the parentheses and then the number, and then just press enter. And this is exactly how your file should be named, PS4 update.pup, all in capitals. Okay, now that we have our PS4 update file copied to our USB flash drive, we're gonna go ahead and take our flash drive and plug it into the PS4 now. And I'm going to show you how to go into safe mode to apply the PS4 update. Now, if your PS4 boots up with a message stating that it wants you to plug in a USB with the latest update file, then all you need to do is leave the USB drive plugged in while you're booting up your PS4 normally. And then that should install the update file. Now, if that doesn't work or you have another error message, I'm going to show you how to go into safe mode on your PS4 to update the PS4 update file manually using a USB drive. So let's go ahead and jump on the PS4 now. Okay, so now that we have our USB drive with our PS4 update file ready, we're going to go ahead and plug this into the PS4. In addition, you're going to have to plug in your PS4 controller with a USB cable to the PS4, just like you see right here. Okay, so for those of you that are turning on your PS4 and it's asking you for a USB that contains the PS4 update file, you're pretty much all set. You're going to turn on your PS4 just using the power button, and it should find the PS4 update file right there, and it's going to get you back to your home screen. Now, for those of you who are stuck in the safe mode loop, or for example, if you have the cannot start PS4 error, you're going to have to go into safe mode in order to manually install the PS4 update file. So now I'm going to show you how to get into safe mode on your PS4. Okay, and to get your PS4 into safe mode, you're going to want to go ahead and locate the power button on your PS4 and go ahead and hold it down for about 7 seconds. You're going to hear a first beep, and then you can go ahead and let go of the button after you hear the second beep. So let's go ahead and do that now. Hold it down. We heard that first beep already, waiting for the second one. And there's the second one. I can go ahead and let go. Okay, and then you should come to the safe mode screen that looks like this, where it's asking you to connect your DualShock 4 controller with a USB cable and then press the PS button. Now at this point, you're going to want to go ahead and press the PS button. Now if you press the PS button and nothing happens, it doesn't let you go to the next step, then that means you're not using the original PS4 USB cable. Now you can go ahead and look around your house and find another cable that might work. However, if you can't find a USB cable that works, I will leave a link down in the description below to a USB cable that I know works for sure. It's an official replacement cable. So go ahead and pick that up and then you can try this again. Okay, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and press the PS button and it should bring you to this safe mode menu. Now we're gonna wanna use the D-pad and not this analog stick here to go down the different options in the menu. So we're gonna wanna go ahead and press down and we're gonna go to update system software, which is option number 3 here. Once you do that, go ahead and press X and you're presented with 3 different options here. Update from USB storage device, update from disk, and update from internet. So in our case, since we prepared our USB drive with the PS4 update, we're gonna go ahead and choose option number 1. So go ahead and press X. Okay, now it tells you to go ahead and connect the storage device with an update file of certain version or later. So go ahead and go to the right to OK and then press the X button. And so as you can see here, it found our PS4 update file on our USB flash drive, and we're gonna wanna go ahead and hit X to go to the next screen. And as you can see here, it's copying the update file for our PS4. And once this is finished, it should update your PS4 and get your PS4 back up and running. Okay, as you can see here, it does say that the PS4 will be updated. Go ahead and press X to update. And your PS4 is gonna go ahead and restart. At this point, it's installing the update file onto your PS4 and your PS4 will automatically restart. At this point, you should see the PS logo. And it should run a rebuilding database really quickly. And then your PS4 should be back up and running again. So there you have it. Just fix your PS4. If this video helped you out, please like and subscribe.